update, there's good news on Jurickson Profar, at least as of now. The update is he's day to day. That's what was coming out of last night. And I'm not going to act like I know what the heck this is, but this is from AJ Cassavell. Profar said earlier today he's been dealing with patellar tendonitis in his left knee. So obviously just something in his left knee. That's all I know about that. I don't know what patellar tendonitis is. Some days it's fine. Some days it's bad. Yesterday was just one of those bad days, and it wasn't worth playing through. He's down today, gets an off day tomorrow. And I think that's wise. Jurickson Profar, he's been one of the guys that has carried this Padres team, as crazy as it would have been to say probably at the beginning of the season or, in spring training or off season when they sign him for $1 million, right? But it's the truth. And so when you have someone suffer an injury like that, and clearly he was uncomfortable, you don't play him in a day game after a night game when you're playing the A's. Instead, just go win that baseball game, right? And you have the day off, especially when you have the day off after that. You have the opportunity to give him 2 days off before an East Coast trip. You do that when he's one of your most impactful players, right? He's been their best player this year. He's been their MVP this year. So it's smart for the Padres, obviously, to rest it. It doesn't seem like this is a big deal. It's something that he's been dealing with for years, according to AJ Cassavell. So I assume that he knows how to manage it. And I saw Kevin Acee write in the Padres Daily that this is something that Profar's been dealing with for about a month now. Maybe like actually feeling it for about a month. I think Tatis was mentioning around that same thing. And if that's the case, I looked today on Baseball Reference, May 11th through June 11th, so through yesterday, his stats, so that's the last month. Let's just say that he's been really dealing with it for the last month and we haven't really known about it. Well, that just makes what he's doing even more impressive. 324 average, 444 on base, 480 slug, 925 OPS, 18 runs driven in, and 4 bombs. And I don't think he's been bad in left field. So it's just what he's done this year is so freaking impressive, and what he's been worth to this team. I know when he signed, a lot of Padres fans were like, "Oh, this is a signing for the vibes. Just good vibes. Tatis likes him. Could be a good bench utility piece." But what he has turned into, maybe it was a problem that Preller did not go get more outfield help at the beginning of the year. Didn't go get someone like Tommy Pham, right? I think I was one of them that was like, "No, I'll do that. Yeah, I'd be a fan of that." Someone that would hold people accountable, not allow things to spiral out of control, like it seemed like last year, right? The standard wants to win, works his butt off, but maybe his mistake ended up being the best thing that happened because that gave Profar the starting left field job, and there was no competition to start in left field, and that shifted Merrill to center field, right? After the Soto trade, we know Profar is going to be playing left field. Merrill on the roster. Let's have him play center. Because Profar, we're not going to put him in center. Tatis obviously is in right. And so Merrill and Profar, now Tatis obviously with what he's doing, those two, Merrill, Profar, 2 big pieces of this Padres team this year. So I think we got to credit Preller on both of them, because without those guys, where would this Padres team be right now? So again, just circling it back, the update with Profar, yeah, it didn't look great right immediately when that swing happened last night, but it seems like things are fine. The Padres are being precautionary with it, which makes sense when you had a day game after a night game. He exited the night game. You have a day off. So this is the opportunity to give Profar 2 days off. Now, today was the first time that he had missed a game. He had played in every game going into today. So that also goes into how valuable he is. We know Soto, right, played every game last year and how valuable he was to this Padres team, him being out there every day, being the Padres' best offensive player. Well, Jurickson Profar has filled those shoes right now. That's what he's doing. So hope that it continues. Profar, he's I think, speaking for the fan base, he is a fan favorite. He is one of our favorite Padres players, and rightfully so. Seems like he's always smiling, loves the Padres, Padres fans, and yeah, just hoping the best for Pro, obviously.